So here's Cogmind. And imagine that I am a teeny tiny robot. But imagine I'm like, um, I will think about doing that, Alex. I'm like Johnny Five from Short Circuit, and I can build myself however I want. So we can go for a moment. Let me just check with the options here. Okay, so you have we're on semi-modal, and it is adjusting this. Exactly, Junk Farmer. We do need more input. Johnny Five is alive. Well, I'm tiny. I've got blue plates. We'll have to see. Now you can keep changing this to different. Oh, you have to restart. Okay, then we'll just keep it on semi-modal. That's fine. All right. So what it's doing is basically making it so these game windows are bigger so you can see your UI elements easier. You could change the font, and that's a great point, right? So you can change the font from this like robotic font. But I can also, I think there is a key command for zooming in. Yeah, scroll wheel with shift to zoom. There it is. Look at this. So you probably wouldn't normally want the game to be this big because you can't see very far when you're shooting. But it makes it so you can actually see what's going on. And I like this. Nick Man, yes, it took me a second to figure that out, that you could change the color based on what dot you were starting with. So that's a new trick that I've learned. And that's what's great about The Witness, right? Each puzzle, you learn new tricks that you can then apply to subsequent puzzles. Okay. What parts do I want? Um, there is a wheel, a rifle, an engine, an engine. Hey, Dustin, what's up, my friend? Thank you for subscribing. So, I like being big, and I'm going to pick up these treads, and I'm going to just put some treads on. I like having treads. It's smarter to play this game being fast, but I like being slow, like Johnny Five, and shooting things with giant guns. Legs are okay. I'll take the storage unit for sure. Put that on there. So you could see this is my paper doll. I'm equipping different robot parts. My engine will allow me to hopefully power all of this. And let's see, I have enough energy. And I'll pick up all the matter, of course. Okay, let's go. We're good. All right, so they want to break us because we've escaped, but they can't break us. Oh, I was using the mouse, so it's mad at me. I get it. All right, I'll go over here. Alright, do I want to interact with these terminals? This only has security level 1, so I can interact with this computer terminal here. Yeah, Nick, man, when I first started playing Team Fortress 2, I was either the heavy or the rocket launcher guy pretty much every time. Okay, give me the record. Derelict, okay. Alright, we're getting the record. So, also, I believe I read that the developer of Cogmind added a bunch of lore to the game recently, so now there's more story than there's ever been before. Let's see, where is this thing at? Alright, let's go. Yeah. So, we're an escaped robot, and I know they're trying to, catch us because of that. But let's see if I can find any of the lore so far. Okay. How do I get to news? What does this mean? Oh, right. Where do I get to, like, my story stuff? Records? Lore collection. Here we go. So, oh god, I only have 2%. Oh, here we go. So, as you probe the computer systems in the game, and you find different code words, you get these lore keywords over here that explain what derelict means, and it's a generic term for the many partially functioning and or errant robots that exist in the caves and mines surrounding Complex DB1. Some are failed experiments, others are common robots glitched beyond repair. In some cases, they may communicate with one another and exhibit rudimentary forms of organization or have developed robotic ecosystems of their own. While I could do more to control their spread, they generally don't cause too much trouble, nor pose much of a threat, and I find them an interesting study in robotic evolution. I did unfortunately have to displace some of my favorite derelict populations during the construction of Complex DB10. Okay. And we also got this infestation lore as well. Now, one of the things that's important about Cogmind is that unlike many roguelikes, you don't have to kill everything to succeed. In fact, you can very viably play a very quick build where you just try to get from one floor to the next, and you actually get experience and level up by changing floors. So you don't have to fight stuff. You can be a more stealthy, fast robot. You do, though, if you fight and engage robots and kill them, get more loot. So maybe you get experience for getting through the levels, but if you don't have good enough loot, you won't be able to defeat the bosses that you can't run from. Yes, and it kind of gives you that flavor, Hermie, which is that you have become, I don't know about, like, rogue AI, but you're definitely a rogue robot. And these robots are all just following their orders, the green ones that you see moving around, doing their thing. Here's a grenade launcher. I'm going to pick this up. And I'm going to pick up... Oop, there's an explosive trap. Well, we found that. That's good. The medium matter pod I will pick up as well. And I think I can get away with equipping this. So matter pods increase the amount of matter that you can carry, and matter is used for certain weapons. For example, our assault rifle, well, it's not necessarily sentient, because I haven't made that determination on whether or not I'm sentient as this robot, or if it's just because I'm controlling it as the player, if it's self-aware or if it's just deviating from its programming. Probably sentient is okay, but these other robots have a sense of sentience. They just don't deviate from the big boy. So, do I want to equip this grenade launcher? Do I have room to do so? This is a kinetic weapon, and you can see that it consumes a little bit of energy and matter, but not much. I could use another rifle. If I put this on, I'm worried about... I have plenty of space stability to keep this stuff, but this thing uses a ton of matter, so just good to keep that in mind. Alright, so these are storage units. I'm okay. Oh, I triggered a trap. Okay. That hurt my treads, which stinks. Oh my god. There's so many traps on the ground. Okay. Alright. Welding torch. That's interesting. Options menu. Reading it is not necessary, since all vital data is conveyed via the regular log and on the map, but some players find additional details useful for learning purposes or exploring optimization strategies. Okay, I guess. Yeah, fading. So the drawback is that the mass value. So if I want to get a bigger storage container, I probably could. This increases my inventory by 3. A bigger one would be nice. It's more massive the bigger container you put on, and you have to worry about your mass because your frame will not be able to support you, and you'll have to take things off. Now, we can actually have a lot of mass because of our treads that we're using as our propulsion, but as you can see, the treads are taking damage, which I cannot repair these currently. I could get lucky at a terminal and try to repair them, but right now I can't. And that means that if this breaks, then I'm going to be having to use some other kind of propulsion, which is much lighter. But we could certainly keep that up. We have nothing in our inventory, so yeah, that's not a bad idea. What is this? This is core shielding. It doesn't matter. That's a good question. It doesn't necessarily matter how much energy you use. It just means that if you, like these treads, for example, consume energy, and moving me with them takes energy. So if I'm out of energy, I might not be able to move or fire my guns, which is bad. And these are really slow because they're treads, but they provide you with an insane amount of and let's see here. Support, that's what it's called. So each one of these, I kept calling it stability, but it's called support. Each one of these provides 20 support, which gives me the 40 number that I've got right here, I believe. And I have plenty of space. Now, what does this torch do? It's a weapon. You just burn people with it. It's not very heavy at all. It takes a ton of energy and it's short range. And it heats you up a bunch, too. Core shielding. So, in this game, your core health is at the top. I've actually taken some core health, which is terrible. Is your hit points. But if your core goes, you're dead. But you put on a bunch of armor to try to protect your core, and the parts that you wear have a coverage stat, which determines how well they actually block your core from getting hit. So, let's say, for example, this large storage unit. This thing has a mass of 20, which is ridiculous. However, I can easily use it with these treads. So, if we go pick this up, and we swap this out, you could see we go to 29 of 40 in terms of mass versus support, but we're okay. And now we could carry way more. Now, yeah, support is the number on the right, which is determined by your wheels generally, your propulsion. But the thing is, if you have a bigger inventory, it's a great balance because you can carry more spare parts. And generally, you don't, like, heal yourself. What you do is, yeah, it's a huge jump in inventory space. You're right about that. But it also means that we can't put on much other stuff. Now, what's cool about this game is when you level up, you will get to choose slots where you can equip new robot parts. So you can open up another propulsion slot or another utility or weapon slot, and then wear even more parts if your support and your build can handle it, basically. If you have enough energy, if you have enough, if you're not getting too hot because of the heat, if you have enough matter, you can just keep putting more stuff on. Yeah, you're right. The 29 is a lot higher, which is why I just instinctively didn't go for it. We could go for a medium one, right? And then just equip this. No free slot. Here, take this off. Here, can I just drag it? There we go. So, with the medium, I'm now at 19 out of 40, and I can hold 10. So, it's still good, but I'm less in terms of being overwhelmed. Now, the whole point, though, that I was trying to make about inventory and why it's so good is that you can carry spare parts and just swap them on when you start to take damage. And you actually have to do that as you go. The sensor array allows you to scan robots far away. So, like, even if you can't see it visually, you could detect them through the walls and stuff. It's very nice. I'm going to go through, though. I need more propulsion. I'm just kind of looking for stuff. You don't want to spend too much time on a floor because enemies and patrols can come. I'll take an extra pod. I do want a backup weapon of some kind. A mining laser is fine. There's a trap. Okay, we detected that. Oh, here we go. So you see all this loot down here. Oh, I got corrupted. My system got corrupted. That's less than ideal. Okay. So I have some corruption right here, which you can read 3%. We generally don't want that to happen, but here's a whole bunch of extra stuff. So we found a bunch of legs, trap extractors. This might be new. I've never been bothered this much by traps, so this must be a more recent addition to Cogmind, are these traps. A terrain scan processor, some mini grenade launchers, and some auto guns and big beam rifles and things, whatever we want to do. And you usually think, like, do you want to have kinetic weapons or do you want to have energy weapons or both? And you need to make sure you have enough matter if you're going kinetic. Now, I'm going to take these legs as backup because if your propulsion goes, you are in terrible shape. You can still move, like crawl around, but you're so slow that most other robots can just kill you. It's a bad situation, so you definitely want backup propulsion. Now, there's a nasty robot over here that we see. We found the exit. That was a pulse of corruption. What is this guy? So this is a G-47 trooper. He is a hostile medium grunt. His rating is 2. He's not going to be that hard for us, but I don't necessarily want to fight if I don't have to. I'm going to pick up a couple legs. By the way, as far as I understand, if I recall correctly, what you're carrying in your inventory doesn't really affect your mass. So you, as long as you have slots for it in your inventory, you're good. Hey, Biscuit, good evening. Hermie, that's a great question. No, they can't. They cannot chase you. At least I don't think so. Maybe if they're adjacent to the stairway, but other than that, once you make it to the next floor... Oh, and that's actually a great point, Hermie. In this game, when you go through a staircase, you can never go back to the previous level that you were on. So it's kind of like got an extraction element where you're trying to get as much on the floor as you can to survive, but you want to manage your resources because the game does get really hard at certain points, and you can't just cruise through. This trap extractor... it's pretty good. This is a utility item. Can you mulch these parts into matter? Not that I know of. Not with what I've got, anyway. At least you didn't used to be able to do that. Oh, they're shooting at me. Okay. So, this jerk shot at me. And now I'm going to shoot at him, obviously. And we're going to... Let me see. Okay. So, if I left-click on this guy, you can see on the right where my weapons are the percentage chance to hit with both of these. Now, my grenade, if it hits this guy, should hit the guy in the back as well. I'm going to shoot. And I fire both weapons. Okay, that was a lot. So I blew up the wall with my grenade launcher. And we killed one of the robots immediately. Which is these, like, there's these little smaller robots. This scout, for example. I'm just zooming out for a moment. Make sure there's not more robots back there. Exactly. So you knock off the parts that were on the robot, and then you can get them. So again, this is the balancing act of Cogmind, which is like, if you are a really fast robot, and you shoot around, yes, you will level up when you go up the steps. But if you actually stay and fight robots, you can get more parts to make you stronger, have backup parts, change your loadout. We are definitely that. I'm going to hit this guy again. So, you can see we're heating up. We still have a good amount of matter, but it's telling us we don't have a lot. Now, the warning for matter is mostly just because my capacity went up. But I'm okay. I'm not in danger. These green guys are just doing their job, but I'll tell you what. Each robot has a different job. And Fading was asking about scrapping. Well, I can't scrap or mulch, but these guys can. So the engineers don't do that, but there are other robots that are green, that are neutral, that will just hoover up all the loot on the ground to, like, recycle it. So if there is some treasure that you want, basically make sure that you get it before one of those guys comes. If you hit these dudes, I believe they become hostile. Let me see where this guy's at. So his core integrity has been hit. His core exposure is up to 40%. My weapons are pretty good. My grenade launcher is doing most of the work, but I could just switch right now to this mining laser, for example. But the weapons to the north of me are very good, and I'm going to get some of those. You got to have a lot of spare weapons as well, and sometimes you need to change what weapons you're using. You could see that my grenade launcher is getting hurt, and it's because this grenade launcher is big, and like they're shooting at me, and it's another element of the game which is so interesting. You have your core power, which is your hit points, which you don't want to lose to die. But then all of the parts block the core, which is cool because you're not taking core damage. But then if they get blown up, then you don't get to use the grenade launcher anymore, and there's no way to repair it. So it's like it's cool that it blocks you from taking damage, but it also sucks because your grenade launcher is getting wrecked, for example. Yeah, location hits. And so that's what you can change what you see on the UI, but over here on the right where my parts are, where you can see like my ion engine and my treads, these bars, these green and yellow bars are like the hit points on that part. Yeah, it's a lot like MechWarrior. Oh yeah, the ASCII art for the weapons is so good. I'm going to shoot this guy again. Alright, he's dead. And the scout, I'm going to click on my grenade launcher to turn it off, and I'm going to try to hit the scout with just my machine gun. Alright, now I'm going to turn my grenade launcher back on. I didn't want to hit these green guys. Oh, he ran away. Okay, no problem. So let's see, are there any of these parts that I want? Well, I definitely need a backup engine. This engine is damaged, it looks like. Yeah, I might not want that engine. Are there any engines around? No. I'm going to take this engine even though it's not good. Oh, never mind. Here's another one. We can get a data jack if we want to do hacking. Yeah, some idiot shot it. What kind of psycho would shoot a perfectly good ion engine? Alright. So, I'm going to go pick up some weapons and change levels. This is the robot I'm talking about, this guy. This Surf. He's going to come try to vacuum up all this stuff. Alright, the beam rifle. You can see it right here. It has a mass of 3. And it's an energy gun, so it will gobble up our energy. It heats up tremendously, but it does a lot of damage. 14 to 15 thermal damage with a 10% chance to burn them. Whereas, for example, you know, if you look at my assault rifle, it does only 6 to 10 kinetic damage, but it doesn't heat you up nearly as much. But I'm going to take some of this stuff and we can experiment, see what we like. Okay, so the scout basically got to a terminal, which is why I was trying to kill the scout, and he now has reported that there's me, the rogue robot, and he is sending reinforcements to the location on the map where he used the terminal. So we have very limited time before we need to get out of here, unless we want to fight a bunch of guys. Now, autogun, I'm not really as familiar with this. It's better than my gun. It's better than my assault rifle, actually. It generates more heat and uses more matter, but it does more damage, which is more important to me right now. I'm going to take this. Okay. Well, darn, this guy's here. That's a good question. Is there a compare feature? There might be. Yes. Actually, I'm doing it right now. So if you had one gun selected and you right-click it, I think this column over here on the left is the compare. So, like, this is comparing this weapon to the grenade launcher that I started with. So you can see, you know, the red and the green, the changes. Assault rifle, way more range. I think... No, I don't know if that's correct. No, I think that is correct. Yeah, it is. But it's not comparing this explosion damage down here at the bottom. It doesn't compare damage. I think maybe because they're different damage types, it can't compare that. I'm going to go ahead and put on my beam rifle instead of the grenade launcher. And I'm going to see if I can blast this guy. Oh, that guy stood in the way. All right. Move over here. Let me see where we're at. Our heat is okay. Our energy is fine. So, I don't know if you noticed that, but like my energy went down when I fired. But then my engine just gives me energy. I think this gives you energy per turn. No, this has no upkeep. Anyway, I generate enough energy per turn that it's not an issue. Where is that coming from? Oh, right here. Okay, I get 12 energy per turn, plus 12. So my gun, I think, actually takes 12. So I just get all my energy back, so that's not a concern. All right, we dusted that guy. So you can see right here, our assault rifle hit the guy and damaged him. However, my treads on this side are wearing off, which is really scary. I'm going to pick up this, and I'm going to pick up this. I'm just going to take a couple of kinetic weapons and go this way. About to leave area, confirm. So the reason it asks you if you want to confirm, obviously, is because you can't go back. So I'm going to do it. Ah. Oh, you have to double click, okay, to confirm. Here we go. Okay. So, that would be awful, Hermie. It does feel like that, right? What level am I on? Where is that going to tell me that? Location minus 10, so I'm 10 floors down. I think it's every other level that you level up, if memory serves. I don't want to kick that robot. Here's the derelict log. Let's get this. So, we got some security intel. Yeah. You can go, and you can absolutely do that. You can go a leg and a tread sometimes, but then other times the game will tell you you're not balanced if you try to do that, and it doesn't work out. So those robots are excavating. At some point, we will be visited by other derelict robots that have woken up from the hive mind situation. Let's see if we can find that. Exit found over here. Okay. System corrupted. Component data lost. That's not great. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and make it. There we go. So this is the level up. Evolution parameters. So I can apply what I want extra slots on. And I got to tell you that I very much like propulsion because it gives you, like, basically if you have more propulsion, then you can equip more legs or whatever, which gives you more support so that you can put on heavier pieces. I like that. Utility stuff is amazing, but then weapons are obviously gross. So it depends on what kind of build you want to do. Another engine, more power, that's fine. Or if you want to go really fast, you put a bunch of propulsion and utility. But we're going to go with this for now. So you could see I now have an extra propulsion slot and an extra weapon slot. So I have plenty of support. So like I could just throw on this auto gun. And now we have a bunch of auto guns up. What are these S's on the map? I'm not sure what that is. Does the autogun do something like that? Maybe because it says autogun, it's just going to shoot automatically, you know, without me telling it to. That'll be interesting. We'll see about that. And then propulsion. Do I want to throw on a leg? Watch what happens if I do. The snake tattoo better not be there. Okay, so never mind. What I said before about unbalanced was completely misguided or misremembered. As you could see in the magenta text in the upper left, it says different forms of propulsion may not be used simultaneously. So my treads are gone. Now look at what happens if I'm not using my treads. My support is only 13, which is god-awful. So I'm going to turn this off and put my treads back on and just de-equip this thing. Here, put these on. Remove this guy. Can I... What's the easy way to take this off? Right-clicking it doesn't seem to do it. There we go. Click and hold. You gotta click it and hold it, but I don't know if it can be active when you do it. Okay. Here's a terminal. We can use that. So sometimes these, depending on which kind of station you're at, you can try to repair, or you can learn new recipes. You can find prototype weapons. These are the options that we have, and these are the chances that we have of being successful. Component inventory to learn new parts, to request. You could see the hauler manifests, so if you want to know, like, what parts the green robots are carrying. So if you see a hauler, you can actually fire on it, even though it's neutral, and blow it apart to steal what's inside. And that sometimes can be a good thing, but that does alert security. So you can, like, check the manifest if you want. Now, if you get detected, you will alert security earlier than you wanted to. Alright, I got shot. My treads are in terrible shape. I would love to have some cheat codes. So this robot's really far away. I'm going to zoom out to show you. This is why Cogmind is a game. Did I mean to equip both autoguns? I don't know if I did. It's played this small normally because the range of your weapons is like 18 squares. So you need to be able to see it. I just like having it zoomed in so things are a little bit clearer on the map because it can be ridiculous to try to see. But you can just shift mouse wheel to zoom in and out, which is, this is the main reason I'm booting the game back up, is that addition. I know it was requested for years to be able to zoom in, so I'm very glad that they added it. Now, let me go ahead and put on my grenade launcher. It felt like that, Hermie. It felt like the default zoom in the game felt a lot like Dwarf Fortress default zoom, like, which was so small. Alright, I'm going to shoot this guy. The grenade launcher can't hit it. It's too far away. Ow. He hit me. We got him. Oh my god, he's got treads. Yes. Okay, and that's another element, you know, that where I'm trying to get better at the game. Understanding each different robot type that you can fight, and then going after those robots that have the parts that you're looking for is worth it sometimes to slow down. Yes, Hermie, you gotta have that, like, enormous monitor. The other thing is, I'm not sure about this, and I'd have to read more about the game to figure it out, but I don't know if, like, using an explosive weapon damages the goods more. And a trade-off of using, I don't know, a laser or a kinetic would be that, like, you don't damage the pieces, the components as much. I'm not sure about that yet. Like, this tread right here is actually doing fine on integrity. I can equip 3 treads, which would be gross, because then we could just carry the heaviest stuff possible. Oh, who's this jerk? Technician? Man, shame on you. Get out of here. I think my grenade would hit me if I did this. So I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to switch over to my mining laser. Oh my god, we blew that guy apart. My matter is low, is what the game is telling me, but that's okay. I don't think it... I think it might, Fading. I think it might. It looked like that guy moved. He has a data jack. He has a core. Yeah, he did. He has a hacking suite. This thing is fragile. It's got an engine... weight redistribution system. Okay. Oh, here's another jerk. I'm going to shoot everything I can at him. Oh, he's dead. These pests are just like teeny little guys. My engine is taking a beating. Okay, so if I might run out of matter here. I'm going to skip over. I don't want to shoot this engineer. I'm warm, so I don't think I could fire my laser because I'm too hot. Okay, oh my god. So we are blowing up robots everywhere. Let me zoom out, show you this death corridor. There's a bunch of good loot, but I need to get there. I'm going to go pick up this matter so I can fire. So these are flight units that pests use, or the scout maybe. They're the fastest type of, like, hovering and flight are the fastest type of propulsion, but they provide, like, hardly any support. Alright, we killed the scout, which was very good. I need the... Oh no! These guys are taking the treads. Darn. I'm going to shoot this guy. I hate to do it, but I want the treads. I don't want these guys to take them. This will anger the other robots if I do that, but I need these treads. Alright, let's find some more treads and get out of here. Look at this. We have 60 support. I love it. These are wheels. Wheels are fast. 16 support versus our legs, which offer less support. Yeah, the legs are slower and offer less support than the wheels, but the legs are really good armor. They have a lot of integrity. The wheels are very fragile, and these cover your core a lot better. I know, Alex, I did, and they're trying to steal them. Those were mine. Alright, there's a guy up there. That's fine. I will take... My engine's almost kaput, so I'm going to swap in a brand new engine, and I'm going to just drop this engine on the ground, and then I'm going to pick up this engine, have a backup engine that's reasonably well intact. Yes, you're right. Thank you. So we need to just go ahead and put on the other auto gun, and let me... This guy's running away from me, I think. Here we go. He's dead. Toast. Let's get a bunch of matter. We need to cool down anyway. This is a scout. We'll just be looking for the exit. Anything else good? This is a hover unit. A heavy assault rifle is actually really good. So, because we have so much support, we can afford to carry something like this. That's a bigger, heavier weapon. Actually, it's about the same as my auto gun. I just assumed it was heavier. We don't need that. Heat sink is nice if you use a lot of heavy beam weapons. Alright, do I want wheels? No, I don't. This is a this is the recycling bin. So this is where those guys take the parts. Actually, let's answer Fading's question. Let's see if I can do manual recycling. Alright, the mercenary wants to fight. That's fine, whatever. Let me see if there's any benefit to me using this. Yeah, here you go. So, to your question before, Fading, yes, you can, but you have to bring them to the right terminal. So I can recycle a component. I could try to retrieve matter from a component, or even try to retrieve components. Let me see what happens if I recycle something that I have that's like this grenade launcher. It's about to break. It accepted it, but what does that mean? Did it give me anything? I should have checked. Did I get matter for that? So I retrieved components, and these are components that the thing took in here. Armor plating is gross. Yes, you're right. You have to process from the list here to... I think you can print out new stuff, like a shop, kind of. Armor plating goes in utility, if memory serves, and it just provides you with so much protection to your core. There's an improved ion engine. No components found. So this terminal has no components to take, but it does have 73 matter if I wanted to. I don't really need the matter. So, there you go. I'm going to just leave it. Oh, never mind. Look, it dumped all the stuff on the ground. Okay, perfect. So, there's been some changes since I played the game last, and I just might never have done that before. But either way, when I retrieved components, it spit them out. I thought it was just giving me a list of, like, possible outcomes, but no, we have a bunch of good stuff here. Okay, so perfect. What do we want? We don't need this matter pod. I have to tell you, we have plenty of matter. I'm going to take the armor plating instead. So I'll just... a beam rifle is also quite good. The improved ion engine. This thing, its integrity... These are recycled from parts that were on the floor. And so what happened is, like, those little vacuum guys put stuff in here. So some of these are damaged, but you can see this thing... provides you with a storage of 165 energy and a +7 supply. So watch this. If I pick up this improved ion engine, I think my energy is 125 and I'm gaining 10 per turn. If I equip this thing, yeah, it goes up to 265 capacity, and then I get 13.2 per turn. Now, it's telling me it's a warning, but that's only because I'm, like, at half, but it's going to recharge as I sit here. Now, it does generate more heat, so I have to manage my heat with this better engine, but that's a really nice engine. I'm going to get this armor plating. This bad guy's coming in. This armor plating gives, 18% coverage with a ton of integrity. So I'm going to put this Well, first of all, let me just fire at this guy. My treads are about to break, but I'm just going to keep firing. Okay, he's just been annihilated. And we're then going to put the improved, or the armor plating on instead of the matter pod. And now I can only hold 300 matter, but that's okay. Like, I lose 100 matter, but now I have much more protection. And let's see here. I'm going to drop... Oh, by the way, for what it's worth, too, you see the matter pods that are in my inventory down here? They can actually store matter and keep the excess. So you can kind of swap between if you have extra matter or you don't want to lose any matter, you can do that. I'm going to drop this. I don't need it. I don't need a small storage unit. How damaged is this thing? Yeah, I probably want this heavy assault rifle. My heat isn't a huge issue. Alright, so I'm going to go through. And we're just going to kind of explore. I'd love to find a, what does this one do? This is a scanner. A scanalyzer. Well, of course it is. There's a plasma cutter and an ECM suite. So this is good for sneaking. Increased difficulty of long-distance tracking by hostile robots. Okay, let me see what this does. This lets you scan components. So I can, like, for example, I'm going to insert, I'll just say something I have on me. This, you know, aluminum leg. It failed to figure it out. And I don't want to get detected. I don't want to alert security, so I'm going to leave the terminal before that happens. Oh, there was a trap there. Thank God we didn't get that. Oh, there's mercenaries. So we can just walk away from these robots. They will continue to fire at us, of course. But I'm going to try to get up... what does this one do? Recycler? Okay. I'm going to go up here. I'm full on matter, actually, which is just awesome. What do we got? What do we got? Hover units. Propulsion shielding. See, this is really, really nice. I wish I had this earlier. So this would have blocked my treads from being hit. Pretty gross. The hover unit. Just say, for example, I took this. You could see it only gives 7 support. It is incredibly fast. Its time to move is 60, whereas treads are the slowest time to move possible. 160. So I'd be flying around quite literally with the hover. However, you know, this gives 13 more support. You know what, though? If I had 3 of them, I'm not even using close to what that takes. I think it's worth it. I'm going to try it. What if... I don't have 3 legs. So, what if I just grabbed a hover unit and I started throwing these treads down on the ground? And then I equipped the hover unit. And I picked up a hover unit. And equipped a hover unit. Oh god, this was a bad time to do this, but I could shoot them anyway. Whatever. Okay. They had legs, actually. So I wanted to try the hover, but I'm never. It's going to be 21 total. So what we're going to do is get rid of these things, and we're going to pick up all these legs. Leg. I know. How rude. They just burst in. Leg. Okay. So now I have 3 legs, and I'm just a little bit over my support. So all we'd have to do is go down to the medium storage unit instead of the large. And now we're good to go. And these legs are actually slightly faster than the treads. I'm going to take an extra leg because, come on. Alright, we killed the scout. I'm filling up on matter. Oh my god, there's a lot of bad guys here. Alright. He hit my core. With leg polish. I'm overheating. Alright, I'm going to step up. And cool down a little bit. I'm going to turn off the beam rifle and just throw on my assault rifle. Generally, assault rifles do not heat up to that degree. Alright, he's dead. Man, there's a lot of bad guys on this floor. Goodness gracious. I'm going to fill up on matter. What do we got in here? We have an assault rifle. I'm going to sort my stuff. I have 2 engines that are both in good shape. I have a spare leg. I have a beam rifle, assault rifle, and a storage unit. The storage unit I do not need. So I'm going to focus on carrying some other stuff. There's better plating. That I might want to get instead. Man, this, I tell you what, this like propulsion shielding is really tempting me. My core would get hit, but my armor is about to break anyway. And I love the idea that you need propulsion so badly. And you have to have the same system. Here's another leg. This leg is damaged, though. It's about to break. So it's like, you know, worst case scenario leg. This is an auto gun. I think the 2 in square brackets means like it's level 2. It's rating 2. Yeah, so they can have a higher rating. And my auto gun that I have right now is... Oh, it's also rating 2. Okay, well, maybe they just all are. But anyway, I'll pick it up. What do? You got anything? Well, we want the record for the Scanalyzer, so this gives us a bunch of lore. We get Derelict again. We already had that. Locate traps would be insane. Great. Now we know where all the traps are. You could find, like, if you're good at hacking and you're also fast, you could find, like, the access points to find all the terminals. Sometimes you can just locate the exit. You can recall security groups that have been sent out. Pretty nice stuff. I'm not good at it, though. There's some treads right there. Now I feel bad, but... There's a bunch of little wheels. That's funny. I'm going to go away from that guy. Darn. Sometimes the green robots can get in your way. Like that time. There's a trap. The treads, I just love it. I love them. Oh boy. Okay. Ooh, prototype stuff. Alright, so you see these purple items? These are axes. So, I mean, look at the picture. That says everything you need to know. You be a robot with axes. I've done mace builds before. Melee is so funny, but it's really challenging because you have to, like, get really close to them and they're shooting you the whole time. So you have to have a whole bunch of armor to make it work. I'm not going to be going it, but these carbon fiber legs... Oh, these aren't prototypes. These are just carbon fiber legs. These things... Let me compare it to my... oh, I have some improved aluminum legs. So basically the carbon fiber leg is just better. It's rating 3. Usually you want higher ratings, so I'm going to go get as much of this as I can. I am going to drop this busted up auto gun. And I'm going to pick up another leg. I'm going to actually put on the carbon fiber leg right here. Yeah, you could see my support went up to 41. Good one, Hermie. They are. Incredibly attractive. Aluminum legs. I'm going to dump a junk leg for this leg, and now we got to fight. I mean, we just blew that guy apart. God, he had treads. They're so... Oh, they're so attractive. But when you have 3 guns, poof, you can do some good stuff. Alright, I got a bunch of legs. Now I need more guns. Oh god, he's coming. Don't hit my improved ion engine. It's all I've got. Oh no, there's another guy. Their bad guys are everywhere. Oh my god, I'm getting surrounded. Oh no. Okay. I can't find the way out. Oh my god. They're hitting my core pretty regularly. I gotta duck in here. Not exactly sure yet where I'm going to find the exit, but I need it pretty badly. There's just too many robots that want my soul. I'm not ready for it. Oh man, the EMP trap. I did not think that it would go off if I didn't step on the tile. Okay, what are these? Batteries? This helps you if you have a lot of lasers. You could store up power. Very nice. What are these? Assault rifles. There we go. I'm going to throw on these heavy assault rifles instead of my one that's about to break, for example. Okay. Okay. What's the other utility you have? Sensor array. That's okay. Can you do anything good? Uh-oh. They're tracking me. I think that robot might have been killed by the EMP trap. Structural scanner. Oh, that's cool. You could see through walls. Small storage unit. I don't need that. Did that guy see me? He did. He's dead. What's this part that you dropped? Heat sink? Ah. Alright, take me over here. Who's shooting at me? Oh my god. My own system corruption caused me to shoot myself. Oh yeah, you're right. I have like a basic aluminum leg. I certainly don't need that. Oh, I blew them both up. Let's just use the best legs that we've got. Let's dump this leg. So the tractor beam is hilarious. I guess that would be sweet if you were going melee to like pull them towards you. Like a, you know, Scorpion's hook from Mortal Kombat. There's the way out. We're going. Hit me. Bam, we leveled up. Alright, this is sweet. So, what do we want? Well, I'm okay with my propulsion and my weapons. I think we definitely want utility. No, as far as I understand it, it's only utility. So, the question is, do I want 2 utility, or do I want to pick up a power or another weapon? I don't have a lot of overhead. So, I'm going to take... I'm going to take another propulsion. I only have... I can now put on another leg. Like so. And now we can go ahead and put on this the large storage unit right here. And now I could carry 15 items. So, yeah, armor if I could find it for sure. But what we can do is just carry around a bajillion spare parts to remake ourselves whenever we need to. There's a prototype energy gun. So, you can equip it, but it might have negative effects. Now, you can sometimes use the terminals to, like, learn what they do. Man, that guy is so fast. He just flew past me. Yeah, they just alerted everybody to my presence. Oh, God. Okay. Getting scary. By the way, you could see my core's hit points went up as I leveled up, and they refilled. So I have like 516 core out of 550 right there. Exactly, Hermie. I need that altar bad. I must be missing... There we go. I'm going to put on the medium matter pod. My propulsion shielding broke. This idiot walked in my way. I'm going to shoot him because I don't want him to... There we go. I don't want him to take all the stuff. Oh god, Commando. That is bad. We do not want Commando firing rockets at us. These are hard light generators. Wow. Reduce damage of each incoming kinetic or thermal projectile by 4. If you have no force fields, shield generators, remote shields, or energy mantles. How cool is that? Force fields, I need those. Ooh, is this repair? There is a shock rifle. Good God, yeah, we want that. Put that thing on instead of the auto gun. Good, we can use it. What is this, a grenade launcher? Rocket launcher, yeah, give me that. This is a repair station. Perfect. So I'm going to scan a component. I'm going to scan, for example, I want my ion engine to be fixed. Okay. I scanned it. And if I want to repair it, I only have a 64% chance to do so. We did it. ETC 32 turns before it's done. Oh, is that how that works? Okay, so I need to then put a... it's in there, but it's like charging up, I think. So I just have to wait until it's done. I'm going to put another engine up here. Yeah, you could see 31, 32. It's counting down until it fixes it. That's really cool. All right, this guy's here, which I'm not happy about, but I'm going to give him everything I've got. I could give him the rocket launcher, but let's just see what he thinks about this. He's dead. He did not like it. He thought, ouch. Oh, man, this guy took the light nuclear core. No, get out of here with that. Give me that. Stop stealing my stuff. Okay, so we definitely want I don't want a corrupted Gauss rifle. I love Gauss rifles, but I will take the core here. Okay, yeah, give me this. Go ahead. Go hog wild. This is done repairing. Look at this. Oh my gosh. It didn't fully repair it, I don't think, but it's better than it was. Can you scan my... Oh... How about my carbon fiber leg? No, I want you to scan this. Repair my leg. 38 turns, heck yeah. Just gonna wait. There it goes. Now this core, compared to my ion engine, less massive, less heat, just not very good. Yes, you're right. Thank you, I forgot about that. There it is. Oh, it did fix it all the way. I just was looking at it wrong. And then my carbon fiber leg, oh yeah. Fully repaired. Yeah, the repair station, if you can use it, if you could chill out here, is really insane. Trap scanner. Alarm triggered, oh god. So we got to get away from this area. They're sending in... There's a flak cannon. Whoa. This actually isn't... Only 6... Oh, times 6. Oh, yeah. I was like, it doesn't do that much damage. Oh, no, yes it does. Now we're talking. Yeah, I mean, it's so many. Somebody is shooting me through the wall. This guy was trying to. Get out of here with that. He must have some kind of special weapon that allows him to do that. Get out of here. Oh man, we just wrecked that guy. Flat cannon, 3 out of 6 hits. Look at that. Core damage, heat sink damage, treads damage in your face. Oh man, his carbon fiber leg is corrupted. Get your act together. Oh, that guy is... He's going to tell his boss. Alright. Let's clear out. Oh, darn. Alright, that was not good. So, they blew up the environment, and it hit me for a ton. Alright, so we gotta switch out of this. My flat cannon is still here. I got a heavy assault rifle. I'll use that. Let's just put on a rocket launcher then. There's a bunch of good stuff down here. You can kick these green robots and it usually doesn't aggro them. Okay. Here is us. Here's a bad guy. I'm going to shoot this guy with a rocket. Did you see that? We did a little bit of damage to everything around. We blew up the wall. We blew up the entire room. Okay. That's good. It's really good. So they dropped a bunch of prototype energy guns. So this hauler was carrying some prototype energy guns around, it looks like. And we got them, but we don't know if they're good or not. I like it. Bunch of guys coming in. Let's see what they think about rockets. They know likey. Storage unit. I don't really need that. You want to try to shoot me? Get out of here. That guy's gone. He's been kicked out of existence. I'm just shooting through the doors. Rocket launcher feels pretty nice. I'm using... It uses a ton of matter, so that's an issue, but... Come on. What do we care? We're having fun. That's the key. Alright, there's a light assault rifle, ion cannon. Oh, yes. Oh, whatever. Informer. You're not going to inform anyone. Yes. Good idea. Oh, I'm definitely going to die because I'm using it, but it's amusing. System restoration module. What's this? 4% chance each turn to purge 1% of corruption. Oh. That's actually kind of cool. My flat cannon is about to break. My corruption is down to 0. I think you're right. I mean, it looks good. It's thermal. It does, yeah, it does a bajillion damage. Go ahead and equip it. Improved engine. This thing is ridiculous. It has a mass of 10, unfortunately. What's my engine mass? 7? I'll have room for that. Let me see my energy. It's at 265. Yeah, it goes up to 290 with that. Oh, they got treads and they got a shotgun. Oof. Don't tempt me. What's this? Particle charger. Hmm. Yes, you're right. I definitely have a bunch of, like, garbage engines that I need to be getting rid of. Oh. I'm really just desperately seeking... Okay, the staircase. Oh! Beam rifle hit that guy. Well, we destroyed his rocket launcher, which is actually bad. I wouldn't mind another rocket launcher. Oh no, my rocket launcher got destroyed. Man, that's so rude. I'm going to try the prototype. Okay, so this prototype that we got, look at this. Improved EM shotgun. Electromagnetic shotgun. Yeah, that sounds good. It's not a bad prototype. It was not cursed. I just took a chance on it for no good reason, and we're happy about it. Some big hover jets. Okay, let me zoom out. Threat detected. Yeah, I probably should. I have plenty of matter, right? I got the trap extractor too if I wanted to get crazy. No, I need to find, let me go get these engines like we were talking about. There we go. Well, yeah, we need to leave, Hermie, and also, that shield was on an idiot, so it's probably damaged because I shot through it to kill the guy. But there's... Oh, the system shield, right. This is actually... It's not a... It protects you when you're hacking, so it's good for that. Field laser, yeah. Give me the field laser. Oh boy. That's a lot of heat. There's the steps. I knew it. I knew we were close. Melee analysis suite. Pulse cannons. Oh yeah. Here. I'm just gonna fire the good stuff at them. That guy's gone. We got a heap situation. Almost there. My legs are about to fall off. I know, I missed my rocket launcher too. There we go. Got him. All right, let me go over here and get as much of this stuff as I can. So I need that leg, actually. Oh, okay. I gotta drop some stuff. So I don't need all of these. I don't need this nuclear core. I don't need this engine. I don't need this trap extractor. I'm never going to use that. Give me this carbon fiber leg, 100%. My carbon fiber leg is nearly busted. Give me... Man, they're coming here to clean up these parts so fast. Bunch of jerks. Alright. Let's go get these guns and get out of here. Alright. Bam! Leveled up again. Alright, we're doing really well. I will take... another utility and another weapon. I think I've just been okay on power. It hasn't been a concern. Awesome. Well, I mean, we did so well. We're still alive, which speaks very highly of us, and we're on, you know, floor -7, which is very good. We're going to get to a boss at some point, which is going to be pretty tough, but now I have a whole bunch of slots that I can fill in. I have a utility slot, 2 more weapon slots to flesh out, and we're rocking and rolling. Everyone, we had a great time playing 2 roguelikes this evening, both classics, both good, both with updates, and I enjoyed them both. It is indeed my bedtime. I want to say thank you so much for coming out to the stream tonight and playing Caves of Cud and Cogmind. We will be back tomorrow checking out Roots of Pacha for the first time if you want to come see what that's all about. I know I'm interested. Hermie, Alex, Grim, Fading, Dustin, Jiaru, Nickman, Biscuit, Chef Smitty, Eleron, Sip Onion, Junk Farmer, everybody out there, take care. Have a great one.